Hey, what's going on, guys? Xclusive here, and today bringing you another episode of Ask Xclusive. For those of you guys that don't know what this series is, it's new. This is only the second episode, but pretty much it is your questions and my answers to them. So let's jump right into it. Okay, the first question comes from Bella, and she says, "How old were you when you started getting into YouTube, and why and how did you start doing YouTube and streaming?" Now, this is kind of a two-part question. I'm only going to answer the YouTube part right now, and then I'll answer the streaming part of the second question because I know there's a question somewhere in here a little bit farther down the line that answers the why did I start getting into YouTube. If you guys don't know what I'm looking at my phone. I have all the questions written down on a notepad. But how old was I when I started getting into YouTube? Probably like 16. When I played competitive Call of Duty, that's when I really started making my first channel. I mean, my first channel was called MLG Evil. If you guys, some of you may have followed me back then, probably not. But it was called MLG Evil. I uploaded a lot of competitive gameplay, trying to get people better at the game, that kind of stuff. And then that channel got hacked and deleted. Like, I don't remember how long ago that was. That was a pretty long time ago, but the channel was a little bit smaller than the one we have now. It had over 200,000 views on it. But it got hacked and deleted, and then I quit YouTube for God knows how long, and we just came back this year. And we're in our first year of YouTube now. I think I've been on YouTube for like 7 months or so, we're doing pretty good. I'm liking where we're at. But that's how old I was when I started YouTube. I guess originally was like 16 or 17 when I started my first MLG Evil, YouTube channel. And why did I get into streaming? Like I said, I'll answer the why did I get into YouTube part later. But why did I get into streaming? I don't know. I think mainly, obviously, you watch streamers and you want to be like them. You want to, kind of like YouTube. You watch YouTubers and you want to be like them. You want your life to be like theirs. Kind of the same deal with streaming, except I really wanted to connect with my viewers that watch my videos every single day. So I thought, why not bring all the subscribers into a live environment so they can interact with me, talk with me, and kind of get like a personal relationship going with my viewers, because I think that's probably that's one of the best things to do when you have a channel, is to get a personal relationship with them, because it feels like they're a part of something bigger and they'll always want to come back, and that's something that is really, really important. I think that's something I've done pretty well with my channel. So streaming, really, I just wanted to connect with everybody that watches my videos and really get to know them all and have a good time. So I think that's what we've done, and that's what I'm going to continue to do for the years to come with live streaming, for sure. Okay, my next question comes from Paul Franzetti, and he says, "How did you get your YouTube name, or did you just decide on Xclusive?" It's not really, I don't know, it's pretty much similar to everybody else. I mean, they just thought of it and ended up going with it, but mine's not from like a TV show or from a movie and I just, rolled off that and used it. It's not something like that. It's not like Towley or anything like that, but pretty much back in my Modern Warfare 2 competitive days when I used to play competitive COD, somebody had the gamer tag Exhilarate. It was kind of, if you can picture that, it's kind of similar to mine. It starts with an X, even though it doesn't actually start with an X. It starts with an E, and it was like on and off capital letters, and I thought it looked really, really cool. And since you guys know, since I'm a graphic designer, I'm really big on graphics, things need to look good. The graphic piece of everything is huge to me. So I just kind of went off that and ended up thinking of Xclusive, and ended up starting with an X and just went on and off capital letters. And I thought it looked awesome, so I stuck with it. I've been with that name since probably Modern Warfare 2, so I don't know how long ago that was, but it's a good 4 years or so I've had the name Xclusive. So yeah, that's pretty much how I found it. That's how I started it. I just kind of went off somebody else's name and made it my own. My next question is from J Simi J, and he says, "What did you think of the MLG side of COD? Do you prefer what you do now?" Love the streams, by the way. Thank you, dude. The MLG side of COD is something I'll always love. I mean, people say once you go into the competitive scene, you'll never come back. So they were definitely right. I mean, I don't play anymore, right? And I absolutely love the competitive side of things, but I obviously don't play anymore. I'll always be involved in the competitive scene. I mean, I still watch all the MLG events. I plan on going to MLG Columbus in November to go see, or no, November, October? I think it's November. Yeah, it's like late November, like November 20th. But I plan on going to that event to record some videos for you guys out in Columbus. So yeah, I mean, I'll always be in the competitive scene. I'll always be, supporting my favorite teams and watching the players that I grew up playing with, playing on either pro teams, semi-pro teams. I'll be still watching the tournaments and enjoying myself and really getting myself involved in the competitive scene. But do I enjoy what I do more now? Yes, 150%. I mean, people ask me that all the time. They're like, "Oh, Joey, you were good. Why did you quit? Why don't you go back and make a team?" Honestly, I absolutely love what I do now. I love being able to get up in the morning and really enjoy my job and love what I absolutely do. That's not a word. And absolutely love what I do. There we go. But I love it. I absolutely love what I do. I mean, being able to get up and entertain you guys and As you guys know, I mean, I'm a graphic designer. I'm trying to be good at entertaining people. You know, video editing has always been something I'm pretty big on. So to be able to combine all of that into one outlet, which is YouTube, is amazing. So I definitely love what I do now. I don't regret my decision to quit competitive gaming, but I'll always be in the competitive scene. Like I said, I'm going to Columbus to an event just to record some videos. So I'll always be in the competitive scene. I love the MLG set of COD, but I definitely love where I am now. So much better than actually playing competitive. My next question comes from Chris Kovar, and he says, what sports did you play when you were younger? That's actually a pretty good question. As you guys know, I have an MLB 2K13 My Player series on my channel. When I was younger, I did play baseball. That was something I was absolutely huge into playing. I played baseball probably all the way up until high school. But obviously I can't do it anymore because of my back. So I started playing MLB the video game. And that's why you guys see the MLB series on my channel. A lot of you guys asked me to start up like an NBA series or, you know, like a wrestling series. You guys asked me to start up all these other series that have to do with, you know, sports. And I'm not really into sports. I'm really not. The only sport I actually love to watch and play is baseball. So that's the reason you guys see the My Player series on my channel, is because I can't play the game anymore. So why not, you know, play it in a video game and try and make the best of it and have fun there. So I did play baseball when I was younger. I was pretty good at it too. At least I like to think that I was. I wasn't very good at batting, but I had a hell of an arm. So they would throw me at third base or they put me in the outfield, and I had a really strong arm, so it was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun playing it. I wish I could still play it, but, you know, it is what it is. That's why you guys see the MLB series on my channel, is because I do love baseball. So that's definitely one of the sports I played when I was younger. And, I mean, everybody played soccer when they were, like, 11, and, you know, didn't play it again after that. But aside from all that, the sport I actually played for a really long time was baseball. My next question comes from Elijah, and he says, what are your religious beliefs? Now, I'm going to answer this one very vaguely because I don't want to start, like, a big religion, you know, debate in the chat, because that's not my place to do that. I don't want that to happen. But I am not a religious person at all. Religion's never been a big piece of my life. I mean, I used to go to church a while back, but religion is really not in my life at all. It's not a big piece of my life, and I don't think it ever will be. I kind of like having it out of there and not really getting too obsessed with it and focused on it and making it like a huge part of my life. It's just never really been there. And I don't mind that, you know, I don't mind that, so, I guess that's your answer. My next question comes from Caleb, and he says, what game are you gonna play next? That's actually a good question. I guess the next new game we're coming really close to is Call of Duty Ghosts. I mean, that game comes out on November 5th, so, I mean, that's probably the next game we're gonna be playing pretty religiously on my live stream, and you guys are gonna see some content on the YouTube channel from Call of Duty Ghosts. So if you guys are not Call of Duty fans, obviously, you guys know my whole background is in Call of Duty, so you guys better get used to it. But yeah, Call of Duty Ghosts is going to be pretty big. That's definitely the next game we'll be playing on stream, on my channel, all that kind of stuff. Call of Duty Ghosts, 150% is definitely the next game we're playing. The next question is from Giant. He says, do you think about making a throwback stream where you play a game you used to play? I've actually done that before. I've done that plenty of times. I mean, I know that during Black Ops 2, I went back and played Modern Warfare 3 on stream, and it was kind of a throwback Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 stream, and I'm sure when Call of Duty Ghosts comes out, we play that for a little while, and we're just grinding out that game for months and months and hours. I'm sure we'll come back to Black Ops 2 at some point to play League play, since that's not going to be in Ghosts. So, yeah, I mean, I think about throwback streams all the time. It's just you always want to stay with the new content. You always want people to be, you know, the whole refreshed games are always things that people like. It's just got that like refreshing feeling. So I try and stick to new games, but obviously throwback streams are definitely things that I think about, and I've asked you guys if you want to see them before, so yeah, oh yeah, for sure, I've definitely thought of throwback streams. When you're a content creator, you gotta think of everything. You gotta, you know, and you guys know I have a whiteboard that you guys can actually see on video, but I've got a whole bunch of ideas down on there. You're always thinking of things to do, and always thinking of things that you can, you know, bring to your audience to entertain them, so yeah, definitely thought of throwback streams before. My next question is from Bella, and she says, what is your favorite game type to play in Black Ops 2? Probably Search and Destroy. I know you guys are going to hate me for saying that. A lot of you guys don't like Search and Destroy, but back when I used to play competitive, a lot of the competitive players either came from a team deathmatch background or they came from a Search and Destroy background. And for me, I came from a Search and Destroy background. I mean, I'm one of the really smart players that you'll meet. I'm really like methodical, and I really think about what I'm doing, and there's a lot of strategy that goes into how you move around the map and how you position yourself and how you go about the round that you're in, and I was really good at that. So Search and Destroy is definitely my favorite game mode. It always will be. I mean, it's been something I've been good at for a really long time, and it takes practice to get good at it because it's a difficult game mode. But yeah, definitely Search and Destroy is probably my favorite in Black Ops 2. My next question comes from Brad, and he says, what type of mic is best for a new video maker? There's so many mics out there. I mean, I'm sure you can find one. I know PewDiePie uses. I wish I knew the model that PewDiePie uses, but the mic I use, as you guys know, is the Audio-Technica AT2020. I don't know why I just pointed to it. You guys can't even see it, but I would look into an Audio-Technica microphone. That's always been something I'm pretty big on. I mean, the Audio-Technica AT2020 works like a charm, and I'm sure they have a ton of other models that work just as well. So I would probably look into an Audio-Technica. I mean, if you're starting a channel and you want to, you know, broadcast yourself as a good YouTuber and a good content creator, you want to make sure you apply yourself with the right equipment. So, you know, giving yourself a good microphone is definitely something that's really important. Don't kind of like cheap out on it just because it's your first channel, you know, because you'll have to just buy another one later on anyway. So you might as well go all out now and really give it your all. You want to make sure you apply yourself. So my advice is the Audio-Technica AT2020. It's the mic I have. It's the mic I will always have until something new comes out that's better, but that mic is really, really good. We've got a few more questions. My next one is from Elijah, and he says, do you still live at home? If so, do you plan on moving out anytime soon? Anytime soon, no. I do live at home. I live with my mom, my dad, and my sister. As you guys know, I'm 18. I just graduated this year, so college is not really in the picture right now. I've never been one that's pretty big on school because of my anxiety. It's always been a really hard thing for me, so if I were to ever attend a college, it'd be online, but yeah, so I'm trying to make this whole YouTube thing work now, and I think in a year or two, I'll be, I'm just kind of waiting to get financially stable. I have plenty of places that I'm looking to move, that I'll actually leave kind of up in the air for you guys to think about. And if you guys want to ask me that question in the next episode, you can feel free to do that and I'll answer it. But yeah, I've got some places in mind that I do want to end up moving to. Anytime soon, probably not. I'll be here for a little while, making sure I'm financially stable and can actually support myself, moving into an apartment or a new house. And yeah, so that's kind of where we're at now, but I do live at home, and this is where I'll be for a little while until we're ready to go somewhere else. My next question is from Reflex Prime, and he says, how long have you been playing COD? Oh my god. I've been playing Call of Duty since Call of Duty 4. I mean, that was, what, 6-7 years ago? I've been playing for a very long time, so for everybody that asks, like, how I'm so good at what I do, and I mean, there's so many people better than me, but, you know, compared to some other people, I'm pretty good at the game. I've been playing it for a really long time. And Call of Duty is just all muscle memory, so the more you play it, the easier it gets. That's really the way it is with any video game. So, but yeah, I've been playing it for probably 6 or 7 years. I'm a pretty big Call of Duty fanatic, so I've been playing it for a long time, 6-7 years or so since Call of Duty 4. My next question is from Chris Kovar again, and he says, what was your favorite subject in school? I took a psychology course that I really liked. So I always loved, you know, getting into people's heads and really understanding how they're thinking and how they're doing what they're doing and that kind of stuff. So psychology is probably my favorite course. Coming in second would probably be science. Any science really, except for chemistry. Chemistry sucked. Chemistry was really bad. But yeah, probably psychology is probably my favorite course that I ever took. Now this is a really, really, really good question. This question is from Master43177, and he says, if you had a different job other than YouTube, what would it be? That's a really good question. All throughout growing up, everybody has that dream job that they wish they had. For me, that was being in the FBI. I always wanted to be in the FBI. I'm really big on helping people and you know, being a part of something bigger and really making a difference. And the FBI, I thought, was the perfect place to do that. So for the longest time, I wanted to be in the FBI. And if I didn't have this job, I probably would still want to be in the FBI. And if not that, I also really wanted to be an EMT. I wanted to be the first responder to somebody that needs help. And that's honestly still an option. An EMT is definitely still there. A volunteer EMT, that's always an option. So, so yeah, probably either an EMT or in the FBI. Those are my two dream jobs other than YouTube. I've got two more questions. One coming from Christopher. He says, how did you get inspired to be a YouTuber? Honestly, the same way as everybody else. This is the other half of Bellet's question that I wanted to wait until this question to answer. But the same way as a lot of people. I mean, I've been watching YouTubers like Syndicate, like Gold Glove. I just pronounced his name extremely odd. Gold Glove, like Hutch, CNanners. I used to watch a whole bunch of YouTubers. CTFXC. There's so many to name, and I wanted, you know, I saw how they were all. They were so happy with their life, and they had a huge fan base supporting them through everything they did, and I really wanted that. And I wanted to live like them. So I started a channel, and that's who inspired me to make it, and that's who inspired me to really put all my time into YouTube and try and make that happen. My last question comes from Bella, and she says, do you usually listen to music when you game, or is it more for us? She's talking about for the live stream, by the way. Music is a huge part of my life. I mean, I listen to music. There are times when I have to render videos that are going to take 40 minutes to an hour to render, and I can't do anything else on my computer because it'll, you know, obviously it's too much for my computer to handle. So I usually just open up Spotify, listen to music, hang out, relax. If I'm playing games off stream, I'll listen to music. music's always been in my life. It probably always will be. It's a huge piece of it. I'm listening to music all the time, every single day. But it's definitely, as well for you guys on the stream. It's cancel out the silence if there ever is any on the stream. If there's ever a time when we're not really talking as much, for whether it's for 5 minutes or for 10 minutes, the music helps kind of drown that out. So it's definitely for you guys as well as it is for me. But yeah, definitely I listen to music all the time. Alright guys, that is going to wrap up episode 2 of Ask Exclusive. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like and a comment as always. And if you guys want to be in the next episode, I don't have any questions right now. So if you want to ask me any questions, I did this all on Twitter as I did last time. So all you have to do is head over to my Twitter. It's in the description. It's twitter.com/xclusiveplays. And you want to tweet me using the hashtag #AskExclusive. It's going to be on screen for you to see how to spell it. It's going to be in the description, all that kind of stuff. But tweet me with, obviously, my Twitter handle and the hashtag, and you can ask me whatever you want. It can be as personal as you want. It could be about life, about animals, whatever the hell you want to ask me, you can ask me, and I will answer it. So, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, I've been Xclusive. Hopefully you guys have a great day. Hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll catch you guys next time.